So in terms of annual savings, if you're listening to this and you're like, there's no way that I can afford like a nose to tail, soup to nuts service like this. This is for corporations. This is for franchises. Like, what are the annual savings on average for a restaurant?
Yeah, absolutely. I'll talk a little bit about both total oil management and about AutoMist and kind of talk about each one of those. But of our 40,000 customers that we serve roughly within the United States, a third or more of those are independent restaurants, which is exciting because that means we really have a solution that fits the restaurant industry all the way from a large national chain and then to the other side of the spectrum where it's a fine dining, independent, one-off restaurant, which I think is really exciting. And so what does that mean in terms of annual savings? If you're looking at a typical user of cooking oil in that 300 pounds per week range, which you got a couple, 2, 3 fryers.
Your average restaurant owner.
Yeah, average in your restaurant. It's not uncommon to see a 25% savings and how much oil you're using, but then also in terms of your monthly cost. So at that rate, you kind of do the math, how much a pound of oil costs, et cetera, saving $100 a week on total oil with total oil management is well within range. And so you're talking $400 a month, $4,000 plus a year from using an automated system that lets you use less oil to begin with, because you're using it more efficiently. You're doing your filtration cycles, but you're also getting all the benefits of insurance breaks, a safer work environment, better food quality, which makes you have more repeat customers and automatically more profitable.
The sheer saving in volume of cost of goods.
Yeah.
You're buying, 1,400 gallons versus 40-gallon shipments. Like, there's got to be savings in that alone.
Right. Yep. Yeah. And so just the bulk, the ability to bulk deliver, but also we're able to purchase hundreds of millions of pounds of oil on an annual basis, which really allows us to help you have a solution that's scalable across multiple different concepts, multiple different types of customers. So it's really exciting. And then on the AutoMist side, we talked about hood cleaners coming in on a quarterly basis, depending on the regions. Anywhere from that 500, 800, more like today, because we actually do have pretty good visibility in the hood cleaning market, over $1,000 per quarter for hood cleaning. With those regions and those types of prices, that's where you can see at AutoMist over $1,000 a year in savings from using this system as well. And you're getting a hood and flue system that's in a constant state of clean. You're not shutting down. And so there's some huge benefits to the AutoMist side as well. So both products can absolutely provide financial savings that are very clear and tangible, but all the other benefits that come along with it are powerful in their own right, as we had talked through.
Yeah. One thing I want to make sure comes out of this too is the just sheer quality of life for the employee. Like, some of the gnarliest jobs associated with the restaurant industry are associated with either the byproduct of oil or just moving oil around. It's hot, it's dangerous. Like, get into just like that element of it, like the employee experience.
Yeah, absolutely. So when you're looking at, the task of filtering oil, of removing oil, dumping it in a dumpster, even lugging the oil from potentially a basement up into the area where you're going to be using it and pouring it into the fryer. They're potential trip hazards, slip hazards. These are the most common things that take place when you look at OSHA recordables. And if you're taking weight out of someone's hand, maybe 2 of those jugs at a time, 70 pounds we could be talking, while you're walking over slippery surfaces, as you're pouring hot liquid into another, or pouring into a hot vat of oil. Burns come up as well. So you're touching on that. You're really eliminating exposure to those issues that are always ranked at the highest end of where we see injuries in the workplace. And so the engagement that comes with that, from an employee knowing that they have a job that is a safe job, that they have a working environment where their managers are taking these extra steps to make sure that they have the best possible environment. That's powerful from a retention standpoint and powerful from a productivity standpoint. An engaged employee is absolutely going to be a productive employee.
Yeah, 100%. And as we're going into the future and we are competing with other industries and employee attention, like, making that experience for them so they can focus on the good parts of this industry, like the forward-facing consumer parts, creating experiences for people. I mean, anything and everything we can do to make their experience at our restaurant better, we have to do. We've covered a lot today, and there's so much that you are getting when you invest in Restaurant Technologies Inc. But just list those benefits off real quick just to summarize the value you provide.
Yeah, absolutely. You are... By working with Restaurant Technologies and letting us look at your facility and really design a solution that works for you, you are eliminating those riskiest jobs in the kitchen, from total oil management, which really provides closed loop cooking oil management, to auto mist, where you're eliminating the need to shut down, to do hood cleaning, and having to be concerned about the ongoing risk of fire within your facility or your kitchen. You're eliminating that and allowing Restaurant Technologies to use automation and provide services that provide that whole package. At the same time, you know that you're working with a company that is absolutely doing what they can on the sustainability front as well, with recycling hundreds of millions of gallons of used cooking oil into renewable fuels each year.
Insurance premiums. Yep. We can't forget that.
Yep.
And then just the inspection of the oil, the hoods themselves. The one other thing we don't have to worry about.
Absolutely. Kind of the whole, it really is a full solution, not just a set of equipment or repair services. It's everything for the fryer and for the hood and flue system.
We've talked a lot about where Restaurant Technologies Inc. is today, but what is the future of total oil management look like, hood management look like? Get into that.
Yeah, over the last 2 years, really, we've invested millions of dollars in our product management and our product engineering capabilities within Restaurant Technologies. And we're continuing to incorporate the Internet of Things to make not only our data and insights much more accessible to customers, but also to make us more efficient so that we can continue to provide an incredibly valuable service to customers that's within reach for a broad number of individuals in the industry. So where we're going to go from here, where we are today, as we built it up over the last 20 years, we're going to continue to look at how can we reach even more parts of the industry, things like large entertainment venues, hospitality venues as well that are not traditional, where it hasn't always been obvious where you go park a delivery truck and deliver your oil from. How can we make that work in a really efficient and unique way? So we're looking at ways to do that. How can we make filtration even easier, more automated? We're putting a lot of effort into our next generation filter box and looking at how oil quality can be built into our products as well through sensors and other means. And then on the Automist front, we would love to be able to provide real-time indication of how clean your hoods are by giving you the ability to look into your hood and flue system and actually visually see it anytime, anywhere.
Yeah, and I mean, I'm not an expert in oil management solution companies, but I am arguably an expert in what it takes to run a successful business. And one of those elements is, without a doubt, constant growth, 1% better every day. And you guys have been around since the 90s, and you started as just like bulk oil holding, and today you do so much. And I love companies like you, because I know you're going to continue to evolve and become more efficient and offer more solutions into the future as you see those opportunities.
Absolutely.
Yeah. I know a lot of people listening to this must be thinking to themselves, like, this has to be a company that only serves single unit operators. Like, this has to be out of range of my budget. And I really just want people who are listening to this understand that as we go into the future, like, as the competition gets tighter, as automation and technology improves, and as cost of goods go up and labor costs go up, the only way you're going to be significant in the future is if you are willing to lean on partners and collaborate. Stay in your lane so you can do what you do well, which is take care of your people, your employees, develop opportunities for people, and serve your guests. And lean on the people, specialists, to do the systems, outsource the automation. Like, stay in your lane and collaborate. It's a reason why it's one of our core values. What goes through your mind as I say that? Yeah,
absolutely. Partnering with industry leaders that have the same approach that you're taking by going out and looking for these partnerships. they're looking at being focused as well. Not just you as a business owner and a restaurant operator. They're looking at how can I stay as focused as possible on the areas where I can add the most value. And I know that's a central theme to what we think about at Restaurant Technologies is we're really around the fryer ecosystem. It's everything for the fryer with the oil, but then right when you look right above it, the hood and flue system as well. And so laser focused in on that. Take another example, whether that's the chemicals you're using, the point of sale system. You can look at the industry and understand if I partner with these individuals that are undeniably experts, that's one less thing for me to worry about.
Right. I think it's default mode for small independent operators to go, that's something big companies do. That's not what we do. We're not a big company. We can't do that. One of my favorite sayings on the show is treat your little company like a big company and do big company things if you want to grow. You have to start acting like a big company today if you want to be a big company tomorrow. And this is how they do it, through finding efficiencies in collaboration and outsourcing. I'm telling you, you are spending more money trying to do everything on your own. You're losing money and you don't even know where it's going.